Dear students, welcome to the knowledge series. We will discuss on the crisp and fuzzy with the subtitle Set Logic Systems and its related components. Now, as when we talk about a set, the term set is nothing but an unordered collections of object. That is what we termed it as a set. That means if you refer to the discussions slides here, it is defined as a unordered collection of the object. So here that's why I put in another statement that it is defined using a characteristic function that assigned a value either 0 or 1 to each element of the universe of discourse. This is another way of defining. That means in a given cluster, you are having a number of x1, x2 up to xn, and this is a part of universe of a discourse x, and that universe of a discourse x, f of x is defined as x as that x belongs to universe of a discourse, or in another word, if you define with respect to these two logical conditions 0 and 1, 1 means all the element belongs to this x, otherwise if it is outside it is not belonging to this set. So set is an unordered collection of a set, and or the structure of element is a part of the universal set. That is another way we defined. Now based on this set, we have coming to the another point is crisp set and the fuzzy set. Now when we talk about a crisp set and fuzzy set, let's see this particular figure. In this figure, if you try to see this one, a fuzzy a crisp logic y or a crisp set y is having an element a dotted element a, and this y set is a part of the universe of a discourse, or we can say y is a subset of x. So here this element we can assign a region that either this is 1, if this is 1 then the outside will be 0, or if this is true the outside is false, if this is yes the outside will be no. So that's how the crisp set we try to put across. So if the crisp set has a we can represent in terms of element. So when we put in terms of a 1 and 0, then this crisp set becomes crisp logic. Till that time, this a belongs to y, and y belongs to x. So that is how we define the crisp set. Or we say that the collection of element of that is if a is defined here, so a belongs to y is a crisp set, and that's how we define. Now on the other hand, we try to see that there is a shaded regions in place of the sharp boundary. So this shaded region is nothing but an it defined that there is a vagueness, or there is in this one imprecise or indistinct or unclear regions. So this unclear region is not having a clear or a definite logical statement, or we can say that this is particularly shows the uncertainty of the regions. So in this one certainty is there, because either this is 1 then this is 0, but in this case this is 1, this is 0 outside, but what is inside this one? So this uncertainty region has, if you want to distinguish, there we have to apply the fuzzy logic concept. So fuzzy logic is defined with respect to this one. So this is a fuzzy logic set, and when we apply the fuzzy logic with respect to the set and its membership value, that is mu of that set, mu of that element, then we state that is a fuzzy logical statement. So that is we termed as a fuzzy logic. So fuzzy logic basically is if is it is represented in terms of linguistic terms. So fuzzy set is determined by the indeterminate boundaries. There exists uncertainty in the boundary. That is what I mean to say. So here we define x is having a two values 0 or 1, whereas here x comma mu a of x such that x belongs to capital X, where this mu a of x is the region between a region where these elements resides. So if this element x resides here, then mu of x is 1. If the x resides here, then mu of x is equal to 0. But if it is residing here, then it is having a range between 0 to 1. So this may be infinite values will be there. Now the fuzzy logic on the other hand, if you try to see, it is a set of a mathematical principle for a knowledge representations based on the degree of membership. That is what I mean to say. The fuzzy logic, when we talk about, it is representing in terms of a linguistic variable. So when we talk about a linguistic variable means what? It is a variable whose value are words or a statement in a natural or a artificial language. So this statement is having is an imprecise statement. So because it lacks the exactness and the accuracy of the expression is having a indistinct characters. So that is a vagueness is what we term. So rather than the crisp forms. So fuzzy logic approach to a computing based on the truth value or a degree of truth, rather than on the Boolean logic true false. So we apply that approach based on the degree of a truth to represent the logical conditions. So here you have to remember, in the fuzzy logic we try to create a set. What are those set? It is a set of element and as well as the membership value. So that membership value which is being created here, that is actually been created based on the some definite conditions. Because when we talk about a logic means sensible reasoning or way of thinking. That logical means that logic should be very appropriate based on the selections. Say for example, if you want if you take a conditions with respect to a size of ball. Size of ball is if you are to take, then that is with respect to the measurement, this one. But if you say the size of ball and you are applying a logic on the color of the ball, these two are two different. So color cannot able to reflect the size of the ball, or the size of the ball cannot reflect the color. So because both are two different propositions. So that's why under that conditions case both are two different characteristics. So that's why the logic should be appropriate. So here the way you are going to select this logic, it plays a very important role. So this is another study that is a continuation to our further discussions on the fuzzy logic. That area is what we call as a propositions. So fuzzy logic, it talks about a very distinct way how you can able to create the selections of the membership functions based on the given element. It allows all things in between. That means if a multiple a fuzzy logic has a multiple different membership function, and that allows to find a more accurate answer. So more accurate answer depend upon the selections of the membership functions, and the selection of membership function depends upon the selection of the appropriate logic to identify the and based on that how that particular elements you are going to select. Now coming to the fuzzy systems, when we talk about fuzzy systems, it talks about how you are going to talk with respect to the two-state truth value or a multi-value truth state, like true, false, very true, and partly true. So now, if you see this particular figure with respect to the fuzzy systems, In the fuzzy systems, what we see as compared to the fuzzy logical statement, fuzzy logic main area of contribution is here. You give a crisp input and you try to create a fuzzy set here. So that is the basically fuzzy logic. So fuzzy logic basic condition is that you give a crisp input. What are those crisp input? Say a room temperature or a pressure, or you take a conditions is that what is the level of water. All this thing is the input you give, and how you give, just like the imprecise form of a input. So that is the one of the plus point of the fuzzy logic is that it does not need a exact input to find the output. Rather, you take the input based on the closeness value, or based on the indistinct or unclear characters. Then it can able to produce the output. So here you give a crisp input, you produce a fuzzy set. So this fuzzy set is being reprocessed here until up to this point. So up to this point is also a fuzzy set, and this fuzzy set is further taken a reverse process under the defuzzifier or a defuzzification to produce a crisp output. So here you try to see a crisp input, so you get a fuzzy set. Here fuzzy set, crisp output. Now in the fuzzy systems, what we try to see, we have added with the two more component, that is two blocks, that is a fuzzy rule base and a fuzzy inference systems. In the fuzzy rule based systems, what we do is that we apply rules. That means just like let us take like a traffic rules. We have a rules for the number of traffic that applies on that particular track. Say if the ambulance comes, its traffic rule is different. If a normal people who use that particular path, it has a different rules. So based on that fuzzy rule apply to where what the fuzzy sets. All the fuzzy sets which has been generated, that is x and membership values or a truth value, that both thing is being taken to the fuzzy rules, and the fuzzy rule is after preparing that fuzzy rule based on this truth value, and while making that fuzzy rules, we try to take into consideration that depending upon the range of x, we try to produce the range of y. That means as the x variation exists, corresponding to the y variation also exists, and in that x, which x you need, that is what being determined by the fuzzy inference systems. So you will be seeing in the case of a fuzzy inference system is nothing but it try to infer to find the closeness value or what exactly the system is looking for. If you look across the statement with respect to the fuzzy inference systems, here it is being stated that inference is a technique by which a given set of facts are to be defined by rules. It's a very clear statement, is the technique by which a given set of facts can be defined by the rules. So how the inference is being created? It is being created based on the rules. Or we can say a fuzzy inference is the process of formulating and the mapping of a given input. We give an input to an output. So even if the rule is applied, so but we state that it's a process of formulating. Formulating means with respect to the rules, the mapping of a given input to an output using a fuzzy logic concept. So this mapping then provide the basis from which the decisions can be made based on the pattern that we put for the fuzzy logic applications. Now here one simple example is that if there is a smoke, there is a fire. If there is a smoke, no, there is a smoke in the hill. So then the hill is on the fire. So you see this one, smoke and fire, it is interlinked. If this fire is there, then the smoke is there. Or if the smoke you have seen, then there is a fire. And that fire or the smoke, it is reflecting to a particular object. So object or that is nothing but a hill it is being stating. So that hill, and what that is, that hill is on fire. So that hill is on fire means that smoke is related to fire. So that this is what the inference is going to apply. So inference technique is applying this particular concept to identify the final fuzzy set. So you try to see this one is that you will observe this one case is that here is a fuzzy input, defuzzified output, fuzzy set, and here also fuzzy set. That is what I have to say. Here you apply the rules. If x is small, then y is high. That is stating. Example, if a crisp input x is small, then crisp output is y is high. And if it is middle, then this is also middle. And if this is high, then this is small. So this is the rule. And this rule is being taken in the inference. And based on that, where you stand, where your x stands, and based on that stand, the inference try to create a new fuzzy set. So here also fuzzy set is there, but here the new fuzzy set is created. This fuzzy set is being used for the defuzzification, and this figure is for the type 2 fuzzy set. So that's why you can see the type 2 input, type 2 output is there. But if it is a type 1 input, you have a fuzzifier, defuzzifier. This is not there. The type reducer is not there, because here type reducer is converting the type 2 to type 1. That is what. Now lastly we will discuss on the proposition. Propositions is basically a linguistic or a declarative statement in terms of a true or a false, and it is being indicated in PQR. So here what exactly the propositions means. Propositions is stating that it's a logical statement, just like our how you apply for the crisp logic, or in the case with respect to fuzzy logic, we apply different logical condition: AND gate, OR gate, negations, and disjunction, conjunction, implications. All this thing is a part of a propositions, how we apply in the crisp and fuzzy. Now why we apply? Because based on that one we can able to get a clarity where our the fuzzy set lies, and how that fuzzy set can be derived. To understand this one, let us see this fuzzy propositions one figure. Now in this figure you try to see 0, 1, 1, and here it is showing there is a plot is that this plot is showing that it is a true. That means for any value of this x, you get a value of y, if it is x and y coordinates. And it shows that if it is little having a curve on the upper side, it is fairly true, and if it is lower side, it is very true. So this is true, and this is very true, and it is fairly true. In the opposite way, this is false, because you could see this false, it is opposite. X, whatever x is there, y is 0, and whatever y is there, x is 0. So if this is false, then upper curve is fairly false, and the lower curve is very false. Based on that, we try to create the fuzzy propositions. And fuzzy propositions is basically, it's a statement that we normally define. If it is a true statement, we define T of P, or we actually define the fuzzy proposition in terms of T of P fuzzy, represent that that is equal to the membership value of that one, whether that membership value is lies between 0 to 1, and that is truthful value or not. So if you say sky is blue, then T of P is if it is equal to 1, then we say that it is absolutely true statement, and if it is under this. But if it is a fairly true, we say that the T of P is equal to 0.8. So that's how we can define the fuzzy propositions for creating a different fuzzy set conditions. So here you have seen that what is meant by set, what is meant by crisp and a fuzzy set representations, and what is logic. Fuzzy logic means it is when we talk about a fuzzy logic, it talks with respect to the creations of the set value, and that set value how it is created based on the element and its membership value. And when we talk about a fuzzy system, it's a collection of blocks that can apply for creating how the crisp input can be converted to fuzzy input, and how the crisp output crisp input can be converted to fuzzy output, and how the fuzzy output can be converted back to crisp input. That is what being created in the block, where we try to see a fuzzifications or a fuzzifier, defuzzifier or defuzzification, and fuzzy rule based systems and a fuzzy inference systems. So these entire things become a fuzzy systems. And also we have seen the fuzzy inference system, where the middle block, which is the which makes the connections between the fuzzy set input, and it converts that fuzzy set input to a fuzzy set output based on the fuzzifier, or based on the inputs and the rules. And based on these two inputs, we try to create the fuzzy set output, which is then which is further processed based on the defuzzification to generate a crisp output. And finally, we discuss about the fuzzy propositions, which is a statement of the fuzzy truth values, and that gives an idea about how we can able to create use it for the further process in the case of applying the fuzzy rules. Thereby we can apply for the appropriate way for a fuzzy inference systems. So these entire things is correlated, but everything has a separate way of representing and expressing. So this is very important. If you once you understand this concept separately, then it will be able to give you an idea about the further discussions about the topic on the fuzzy proposition and fuzzy inference systems. With this, I conclude. Thank you.